For many of you guys who follow my channel that I have here on YouTube, you guys like to keep in touch with everything that I have going on. Um, I try to keep this channel set up to where I deal with my epilepsy and other things like my strokes and everything else that has came because of my stroke that I got. Well, yesterday I was having a great time on my new e-bike that I got. Um, I love taking it out for a ride, and for many of you people who know where I live, which is a nice city, I have the beach on one side of the city, and then on the other side is a river. And on the riverside is where downtown is. So many of the time when on my e-bike, I'd like to first go to the beach and just go for a ride down there, take a look around and things like that. And then every once in a while, I'll go downtown. Well, I was having a great time, and I enjoyed myself so much while I was going for my ride. But then I realized, you know what? It's time for me to get home. My my battery was about half gone. Um, so I figured, I better get on back, and it was getting close to dinner time, so I figured I'd do that, plus try and deal with the traffic and stuff like that. So I got all the way to the last neighborhood that I go through before I'm at my apartment complex, and I started feeling an aura coming on. Yeah, and see, I'm very lucky because with my seizures that I have, every single time that I feel it, I get very lucky and have that aura feeling. Well, I felt it yesterday, and and so I parked the bike right there off to the side of the neighborhood where I was at, and I didn't try and lay down and just sit there. I was standing the whole time. Plus, I was parked right in front of a nice home, and I saw one of the owners of the house come out, and she started watering her plants and stuff like that. And I kind of looked at her over, and I was like, man, she probably is feeling a little uncomfortable, wondering what am I doing parked uh, right there and stuff like that. And so see, when I feel my auras coming on, every once in a while, I get a numbing feeling on the right side of my body. And normally it's all up and down my arm and on my leg. And and I felt it so bad yesterday. I didn't feel anything on the other side because right here's where I had my stroke, and they always say everything on this side of the brain has an effect on the other side of the body. So and that's how it is in my situation. Um, it that numbing feeling comes from the nerves in the body that are causing that, and and I definitely felt it. Well, yesterday I thought that I felt it going away. And so I wanted to quickly get on the bike, and then I wanted to hurry up and get on back to my apartment, um, and then just relax. Well, when I got on the bike, I started going, um, and I started feeling even worse. I got to probably about the second, maybe the third next house, and I stopped and I reached my foot down to put the brake on and be able to lay the stand, put the stand down, but I couldn't reach the stand to be able to lay it. Well, as I really felt the seizure starting, I had to like lay the bike back on me, because I didn't want to mess it up, and I started seizing. I don't know if I started making a lot of noises. You know, like when people are seizing, they kind of snort in their nose, and they do the shaking and all that kind of stuff. But one of the neighbors that was there saw my seizure that I was having, and he came to me, and he started talking to me, um, as I was coming out of it, and he was a really nice guy. Um, he was in his young 40s, and he was talking to me really nice. And he made me feel really comfortable, which was really nice. And I got in my phone as I came out of it. He tried to talk to me, and for for many of you people that maybe don't know me, I have a lot of speech issues because of my stroke when I have my seizures. Like when I start going into it, um, or when I'm having my aura, it's really hard for me to start talking during it, especially when I'm coming out of it. Um, so the guy was there. He heard me trying to talk to him and stuff like that, and he noticed that my phone was right there by the e-bike. So he kept asking me if there was somebody he would like to call, because I told him, don't worry about trying to call an ambulance or anything like that. But I handed him my phone and told him my mom's name, and he called my parents, but my parents won't answering the phone. And then finally, I said, you know what? Call my sister. Her name is Kelly. And so he called my sister, and we let her know that I had a seizure, and that she my sister turned around and called my parents, and then they got in touch with us. But But basically, as a little bit of time went past, I started feeling a lot better, and my speech came back, um, and I got into a nice conversation with the guy, and stuff like that. But after that, he kept telling me, "Hey, I can follow you to your apartment complex and on my golf cart." And so I was like, you know what, don't worry about it. You know, I can get on back by myself and stuff like that. I just got to make sure I'm feeling good before I leave, and so things got to be that way. Um, but I got on back to my apartment. Everything was fine, and that was my first time during the day since I've been here at my apartment, especially away from my apartment by myself. Um, so I, this is something I got to deal with by myself. So, uh, but anyway, I know that there's a lot of you guys who enjoy watching my videos on my channel. I always enjoy hearing back from you guys. You guys give me a lot of positivity with a lot of the things that I go through. But yeah, I enjoy hearing. All right, so if you guys got a few minutes, yeah, just drop something down below, and like I said, I enjoy hearing back from you guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.